Hey friends, it's Marla with Marla Cain. I've been thrifting again. I'm gonna have to cut this out. There's just too much goodness out there to be found. Some of y'all please go thrifting instead of me, please. But no, Sue had an appointment this morning, and clearly it requires that we check out some thrift stores when we get out of the house. That's just part of it. So Amazon coat and Boaz. I did take things out of plastic bags. This whole bundle for $2.99. I pretty much bought it for that spoon right there. And there's another one that's short like that. That's the cutest shape ever. And look, this has got a big groove in it. Don't know what that's about. This is nice. Don't know. Mimad, have you had one like this? I feel like she has. The others are just very standard, basic. Except this is a cute little tool that I don't know what, but I like tools with wooden handles. I've got a specific little crock in my kitchen that I collect those in. And this looks like that, it's very worn off, but the orange marmalade ducks from the 80s, I don't collect those. They're not my thing, but several spoons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good sized spoons that are orange marmalade. And what in the world kind of knife is this? Somebody educate me on what kind of knife is shaped like that. I don't know. It's plastic. It's not valuable, I'm sure, but it does look old. Maybe it's a little bit barely valuable. This one, look at this little. Sometimes I buy stuff that I think look like they probably are, you know, more suited to be in somebody's outside dog bowl. But it so reminds me of something. It's aluminum. I paid $2.99, and I think that's too much that I paid. But because it brought back some kind of little happy memory, probably of my Grandma Wright, Grandma Martha Emmeline Wright, that I named my firstborn child after, Lauren Emmeline. I don't know. I just liked it a lot. I thought it was good. So, you know, hey, look at this. This came from Goodwill in Boaz. And this came from Goodwill in Boaz because I have several tote bags and I used to have, Lauren, I think this would match your backpack, but it's an eyeglass case, double eyeglass case for $1.99. Brand spanking new. Looks like it was never worn, you don't wear these, but you use them. Never used. Looks great. Okay, I gotta do something with this big handful of cutlery before I cutlery myself. Okay. Hey, is the lighting better? There shouldn't be any more jiggling, wiggling camera because I have a legit tripod with a stand and a light and everything. Yeah, everybody should just really be proud of me. My son, Sam, keeps telling me, Mom, there's probably better software that you can use to do such and such and this and that, and you can put output into higher definition. And I said, you know what? If it becomes too much like homework, I'm not going to do it. I want to be able to do it gently and at my leisure and wherever I happen to be sitting with my cell phone. My software is on my cell phone. It's KineMaster. I have learned how to use it, and it's good with me. I'm good with it. I mean, okay, it just leaves me room to grow in the future if I wanted to do something different. But for right now, I'm happy as is. Like I said, if it's not fun anymore, why would I be doing it? I don't want to do it if it's not fun. In the Amazon Hope thrift store warehouse in the back. Oh, hey, you can see a reflection of my light. Woo, woo, woo. Everybody be proud. Okay, $6.98, but it would have been half, so $3.50. And not every Jesus print that I see do I think is, you know, appealing to me personally. Of course, Jesus is always appealing. I love you, Jesus, and everybody knows this. But I'm saying not every depiction of Jesus is good, but I really, you know, Sue said pretty much everybody on earth had one of these hanging in their house at some point. But I thought it was still good color content, and It's just sweet. I just liked it. Just liked it. Also in the Amazon Hope warehouse, they had a big thing of very, okay, now I'm not into plaid. I don't do plaid really. Oh, that's not true. I love Christmas plaid. And I did just buy a bunch of plaid stuff for fall, for autumn, for, you know, tablecloths and different things. But what I'm saying is, I didn't buy these for the pattern. I bought these because they are large and big and fresh and look like they came out of a fancy lady's house for 98 cents a piece, which is a lot better than, you know, if you need a pillow insert, go find the very best pillow at a thrift store and cut the cover off of it for 98 cents. Don't pay $12 for the inside of a pillow. If it's just gonna go inside a pillow cover anyway, don't do it. Just don't do it. Never do it. Do you see this? Goodwill and Gunnersville, $6.99. And what's so funny, I gotta tell you just a little story. See, I can't resist but to tell the stories behind it. Okay. Put this in my buggy. I'm wheeling it around inside Goodwill in Gunnersville, and this precious little lady comes up to me and she said, I have the tag for that. I've already claimed it. I said, oh, okay. Well, I said, the tag that's on it still has the price. Usually, if you tear off the bottom, the top that remains has no price on it. That's what I'm used to doing. So when I saw that this tag had a price on it, it did not even cross my mind that somebody else had torn the bottom off to claim it, which you can do with heavy furniture. You know, you take the bottom part of the ticket that has the price on it, you pay for it, and it's yours and all that. So I said, oh, for heaven's sake. I said, it's yours then, it's yours. So I immediately got it out of my buggy and put it down, you know, in the little area where I had gotten it from. And she said, but do you want it? And I said, I don't need it. I don't have to have it. It's fine. I said, you got the tag in your hand. That's fair and square. And so we just left it at that. And in about 10 minutes, that same lady, she said, I decided I didn't want it. Do you want it? And I said, yes, ma'am, I do. So I went back over there and got it. She handed me the tag that she had. But I'm like, this ticket system, that's not good enough. So it wasn't a very heavy table, but I think it's very old. I don't know. But look, it's got really good legs, good shape. And the main reason I want it, you see this lamp in the corner over there? The table that's there is too wide, and it's pressing into the arm of my couch and making an indentation, and it's just too squeezy. I just got too much going on from left to right on that wall. But this is probably a good 4 or 5 inches narrower, which is about perfect. So I'm gonna switch this out for that table over there. And that will be good. I'll be glad. But I mean, if I had not gotten it, my life is still good, and I'm okay with that. And I've really tried to be that kind of mentality when I'm thrifting, you know. Sometimes you're in a thrift store and you find something that has no price on it and you want it real bad, and you get yourself all worked up, and then you get up to the front and they're like, we can't sell it if it doesn't have a price tag on it. And I always feel like, are you kidding me? Make up a price. Just put a price tag on it. You got a customer here. Customer that wants it. But you know, sometimes they just won't. Sometimes they will. Okay. Amazon Hope thrift store. Kind of trying to keep these separated into groups, but you know, it's just getting mixed up. How about I just forget that? Okay, you know, the linen room at Amazon Hope thrift store, the best source ever of quilts. Okay, this quilt, I haven't even unfolded it yet. I have no idea what size it is. I don't know if it's in good shape or bad shape. It was folded up in a big old plastic, like a vacuum seal bag that wasn't vacuum sealed, it was just in it. Has at least 2 shams with it. And like I said, I left it as a surprise for us all to discover together. What kind of quilt did I get for $4.98? Don't know what in the world I got. I love it. Gosh, it's pretty good sized. Let's see. Okay, I see just a little tiny bit of damage on it. That's okay. I know how to stitch up, and I'm okay with that. I would rather have a $4.98 quilt with some stuff that needed to be hand stitched, repaired back together, than 50 scratchy acrylic blankets. Oh, I can't take an acrylic blanket that sticks to you, like anywhere that you might, like if you have a hangnail or something that sticks to you. It's the worst. Can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so it's solid brown on one side, and let's see what else was in the package with it. Let's see. 2 standard shams. This may go on the Grandma Moses room bed. And what is this? 3 shams. You know what that makes me think? That makes me think this might be a king size quilt, that it would take 3 shams to go across it. Oh, there is, you know what? That's some significant damage, but I can overcome that, and I'm not put off by it, not terribly. Okay. But I'm excited about it. Oh my goodness. You know, my other big brown quilt that I got from the Amazon Hope thrift store, Samuel claimed it for his bedroom. I only enjoyed it about a week. And he's like, Mom, I really want this quilt for my bed. And I was like, okay, fine, go ahead. Because I'm secretly kind of delighted that my children all prefer a nice heavy quilt, cotton heavy quilt, that's their favorite, most comforting thing. And you know, my mother is the queen of all quilts, quilt making and everything else. Okay, all right, well, I see a little damage. You know what? Damaged quilts also, I'm not going to do that with this one because I like it too much, but a damaged quilt also gives you a wonderful resource for guilt-free cutting. Like cut it right up and make throw pillows, make upholster a chair with it, do something else with it guilt-free if it's already a little bit torn up or if it's a lot torn up. Somewhere in my house is a pink quilt that is fallen all to pieces in certain areas, but then it's got big areas that are still really good, and it's made of feed sack. I think this is a you know, a modern quilt. I don't think this is vintage, but it's truly quilted and it's truly good, and I'm excited. Okay, all right. But if I could ever find it wherever it is in my house, that other quilt, I want to do some projects with it. I'll come across it one of these days. It's probably gotten to the back of one of my linen closets, or stacked up with some sewing materials, craft materials, which I'm still processing. Ella, you are just all kinds of stealing the show back there, aren't you, sweetheart? Okay, also from the Amazon Hope linen shop, it says 1 tabletop, and it was only 98 cents. Can you see the cut work in this? Okay, so I don't know how this is created. I should know. I'm a seamstress and I do embroidery and I do all kinds of things. I don't know how these are made. I don't know if a machine does it or if it's hand done. But whether it's machine done or hand done, I love it. And it's, you know, that blue in there. This is going to be gorgeous with my blue willow stuff. It's a good size tabletopper. I don't even know how I'm going to use it. But it's going to be part of my blue willow and blue dishes display. Love it, love it. Okay. This stuff, let's see right here. All right. This was a table runner for 98 cents. No, it's marked B. B was half price today. This table runner was 50 cents. That ain't no table. It's not a table runner. It's a sham. Okay, you know what? It was in a plastic bag, folded up, and said table runner on it. But it's actually a sham. You know, that's okay. You know, when you thrift, it's a surprise. Even when you purchase it and bring it home, you don't know what you might have. You might think you're getting one thing and you're getting something totally else. But this is good because this is a good color for having in here in the living room. And I've said before, we're a snuggly blanket pillow kind of family. And I don't mind keeping pillows in. Boy, this is registering very bright. Ooh. I need to have a license or a how-to on how to control my light. Maybe it's just too bright. It's not this bright. Right? It's burgundy. On my screen over there, looking real fire engine red, but it isn't. It just isn't. Okay. Now, Better Homes and Gardens placemats for, okay, 98 cents for 5 of them. And yes, they're bright, but just look. Just look how cute that is. Just look how cute. Just look how cute that is. Okay, I don't know if I'll use them as placemats or look how teeny they are. You know, when you find a placemat like this that it has a lining on the back, could be stuck together a little bit because of whatever interfacing with whatever's in there. Boy, I got some special hair today. Sorry, girls. Or guys. Guys could watch. Okay, if you wanted to, you can carefully, like I said, this is Better Home and Gardens. You carefully open it up somewhere along the seam, stuff it, and you have a little teeny tiny pillow, like a little, you know, like a little neck pillow. What am I trying to say? Travel size pillow. Okay, I'm not sure what I'll do with these, but I really think they are very festive and very, very much worth $1 for all 5 of them. I liked them. And you know, when it has a quilted appearance on it, and it's obviously a good thick cotton fabric, I'm kind of a fabric addict. It gets me. It gets me, hooks me right in. Okay, what have I not shown yet? Okay. $1.99 for these very old. They are very old. They look like to be probably homemade. That smells like somebody's garden. These, I believe, have been in someone's flower bed, and they were sort of washed off, but not really. But they're precious. I think they have sweet faces and sweet eyes. Some painted animals have really freaky looking eyes, just not good. But these are sweet, and I don't know, I'll probably save them for the spring, for maybe my Easter, springtime kind of decor. But I thought they were so sweet for $1.99 each. And they smell just like a flower bed, just like potting soil and something. But I think they're so sweet. They're very sweet little ducks. And I had been wanting some ducks, but you know, like I say, I'm kind of picky because if it's got crazy eyes, I don't want no crazy eyes. All right, kind of bought this just for the clockworks because, but I don't know, it's metal. It's 99 cents, whatever the case. And it looks like, you know, I'm trying to think what vibe this is. It could go with rustic. It could go with just about anything. And I think sitting on a shelf with a bunch of other cute stuff around it would be adorable. So I don't know, for 99 cents, I couldn't leave it there. I felt like that would just be irresponsible of me to leave it there. Okay, from the Amazon Hope warehouse. I am finding the best big baskets. Now the other day, that old-timey one that, I don't know if it's vintage or not, it's $3.98. This one was more, $6.98. But I don't know that I've ever seen one made like this size. Sue said, is it a bassinet? It could be. You could put a newborn baby in there. You could put a 6-month-old in there. It'd crack it up though, it's not that sturdy. But I like it a lot, and I'll probably use it in here in my living room for our little throws and such. Sometimes I use baskets like this sitting out for the children, the grandbabies, to put their toys in. Right now, I've got I got that off Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $20, $25. But the girl said it came from her great uncle's barn, and none of them wanted it, and she thinks it's probably 75 to 100 years old. It's the best. It's sturdy as all get out, and I just prayed over it. I cleaned it some, but you know, I don't know how many 75-year-old germs might have been on it, but I love it, and that's where the grandbabies all know to open it up. And Claire does her best to sit in it every time she comes over, and that's fine. I don't care if she sits in it. I make sure though that the back is opened all the way to where it wouldn't fall down on her little tiny fingers. Okay, let's see, I'm almost done. Almost talked about that. Okay, Goodwill in Gunnersville. What would you pay for a vintage old lamp? It was a little wonky. All that can be fixed. Vintage old lamp with an old-timey plug on it that we hope is still electrically safe. And I have lampshades all day long because you know I can't resist a nice linen or burlap looking lampshade. $4.98. For one of my children recently said they wish they had a floor lamp. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out which of my children are watching my videos, because if you're the daughter that said it and you're the one that calls me and says, "Mama, it was me," then you're going to get to have a floor lamp. If not, your mama's going to have it somewhere in her house. We'll just see, won't we? Okay. Amazon Hope, 98 cents. I'm not really sure what I would do with these for 98 cents, but I like greenery. I like succulent looking greenery, and I like to have these as, you know, fillers, and, you know, my basket walls over there. You can't see it right now, but this you've seen it before. The good thing about having things like that is even the tote bag idea, you know, when you find a really cute straw tote and you put greenery in the tote and then you hang it on a hook on your wall, that's very cute. I guess Joanna Gaines made that up. You know, if Joanna Gaines wore her pants on her head, I guess every woman in America would want to do that too. Okay. All right. This thing was $5.98 as is, because it's got a little injury right here. The tip is broken off, and I feel certain that these lights need to just come off. I'm just going to take all these little lights off, and I'll put a fresh set of lights in there, or I just won't put lights in there at all, because I have an idea of something else I would like to do with this. About 4 years ago, I saw one like this at a thrift store for $10. And it was one of those times where I was like, well, I guess I won't get it this time. I have been thinking of that skinny wood tree every Christmas for 4 or 5 years since I walked away from that one. And I said, if I ever find one again, I will try my best to be sure and get it. And so I did. And it's on a little primitive stand, which I think is cute. This looks like a front porch kind of thing, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I'm not loving the lights. I don't know what bothers me about the lights. Maybe I just need to see it plugged up. Of course, so many of these are broken off. I doubt these work. That's probably why it says as is. And I said it's got a little injury right there. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know how much it would even matter, if it would even see, but a nice big plaid bow would cover that right up. Or if you wanted to add a few of those little mini pine cones just in a few places, that would be cute, and that would cover that right up. Don't be intimidated to buy something that has just a little bit of an injury, because, you know, most of the time when you're grouping your things together and staging it, if it's a really cute item and it's not like a deal breaker where it's like a right down the center, you know, if it's just a small kind of little injury, damage, you can probably work around it and it will be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, super cute, and I'm super excited about that. And in the same vein of Christmas preparation, let's see, our last stop today was Dirt Cheap. My dog is asleep. She has the funniest look on her face. I just gotta... See the Tonka trucks, the boys were here. Okay, we went to Dirt Cheap, and they had these little trees that still have the Target dollar spot $5 price tags on them, and they had a pretty good bit of these. I've got 3 of this kind and 3 of this kind on a good wooden block, and I did pay $3 each, but I was thinking I would buy some of these from Hobby Lobby or somewhere this year anyway, and Hobby Lobbies are even half price. They would be more than $3 each. So they're very cute, and I've got some ideas for how I want to decorate with these. And I'm amazed that they sold it to me, but it was $1.98 at Dirt Cheap with no tag on it. The girl just, I don't know, I think she made up a price, and I'm okay with that. She said $1.98 on that, and I love it because, you know, I love berries. If there's a berry that's half messed up, well, guess what? Just make that little berry disappear. And then it doesn't look like there's a bad spot anymore because it just disappeared. There's plenty of other berries. You don't have to have that one berry that's got the white part chipped off and showing. Okay, did I do better this time? I think I did. I'm afraid to see what the total amount of minutes is. Oh goodness, 26. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay, I love all of you, and thank you for watching. And go out there and find some treasures and give me some competition, y'all. I don't need to be going to the thrift store so much. I've got too many projects stacked up, and it's very addictive. But Sue is really enjoying getting out, and I love going thrifting with her. She's a hoot to go thrifting with. All right, love y'all. See you next time.